Didn't have a good job on third down, the protection. I mean, we had that field position that we lost right before the half. We lost field position a couple times. I think that a couple times it was because of a blitz, a couple times it was just we dropped a few, and we had about everything that could go wrong on them, and that's what happens when you're not clicking on that third down passing. When you're not passing, we weren't passing the ball well. We didn't have a good pass offense today. We don't have a good pass offense, and we struggled on third down.
Will Randall start next week?
Won't think about any of that until we get back and look at it tomorrow. You talking about Randall Cunningham?
Yes.
Absolutely.
What was your view of the pass interference in the last week?
I'm not going to get into that. I think that the game, the way it was officiated, will be clearly noted by most people who saw it. Well, I mean, they do a lot of. I mean, they do a lot of. Alley-oop. The guy's a big, tall receiver, and what we need to do is try to get a sack a little bit early, get that time going. They were out of time, but they got a couple of key plays, and then they got a pass interference, and they got a touchdown. And I think that it was a battle, but he normally wins those battles. Well, I think the difficulty is going to be that we haven't played well enough to win in 5 straight games, and I haven't looked at it mathematically if we're in the playoffs or not, but I just think we need to go out and put together the whole game and win. It's just a tough-ass loss for us because we played hard enough to win. We ran the ball early, thought Robert Smith was on his game, and then in the second half we couldn't get much done at all. We'll look at it and see. I mean, we think that, everybody in this team deserves to play. That's our approach, and we haven't been playing the run quite as well. Those guys, I think, helped us a little bit. We'll look and see.
Suffering injuries?
Hunter Goodwin pulled hamstring, and I think that was probably about it.
Talk about the 2 fourth down stops your defense had.
I think the guys are really hustling. We did a great job of pursuit.
Pinpoint any difference between the first half offense and the second half offense?
In the first half, I think we were running the ball very, very effectively, as a team. In the second half, I think they made some adjustments and, stopped us. I wasn't able to run the ball as much in the second half, and we would go down there, but we'd stall ourselves. And, they came, it was a strong defensive battle the whole game. I think our defense came out and played excellent. I think their defense played excellent. We got some good plays in the first half, but we couldn't finish them like we needed to.
Their blitz in the second half, was that a big difference? They seemed to be blitzing a lot more from the corner.
Well, they were blitzing in the first half, but we were picking them up. And then just a few little minor things, that I wish I could have controlled as far as, slowing guys down. There's just one play we had where a guy went in motion and hasn't been playing on the offense, and if he would have stopped on the end, then I probably would have dropped back and threw. But just, little things that the coaches don't really control, but me as a quarterback, I could, strengthen, the younger guys, and it would help us out. But defensively, I think in the second half, they really played strong. I think our defense played very strong.
Did they do something special with Chris Carter out there?
Yeah, we didn't get the ball to Chris as much as we should. And, I need to really look at the films because my mind is kind of a blur right now. I'm highly upset. And, we go out there and you have a great week of practice, go into the game, have a great first half, and then we come out and we don't do as well. And we're not a team that points fingers or anything like that, so we just keep on going. And it's a wake-up call. Our defense went out there and did an excellent job. And we just needed to put another touchdown on the board, and then would have been a different outcome.
It was a late for you to the sidelines watching Detroit for the final seconds, knowing the weapons that they have, given the clock, seeing the situation.
I really believe we were going to stop them. You know, I believe that our defense was playing well, and I believe that it was coming down to the end. They were going to stop them. And then, you know, that pass interference call, you know, I watched it on the screen. I don't think Dwayne should have been called for a pass interference. You know, that's one of those calls where it's going to have an impact on the game, you know. And, you know, not to jump on the refs or anything because, you know, when you lose, you lose. You know, there's no reason to cry over spilled milk. It's just, you know, leave it. It'd be nice to be left in the players' hands where we can, you know, go and do it. And that's a crucial call in a game like that. And it really didn't look like pass interference to me.
Okay, so you got down the red zone twice in the first half.
Yeah.
You came up with field goals twice. Obviously, that hurt in the element of the game.
Well, I think that, you know, it's better to go down there and get a field goal than to get nothing. You know, it's always better to get a touchdown, but they played good. We had a play on, and it was like they just rolled to the perfect coverage, and it was a new play we had put in, so it should have worked, but they just rolled to a new coverage, and when I ran around the end, you know, I couldn't get in very close, but not close enough, you know, so I could have done a better job.
You guys have lost 5 games in a row. The fans were really into it today. Do you expect the fans to come back in that?
You know, we're definitely thankful, you know, that we have the fans that we have, you know, because, you know, at any point in time, you know, anyone can turn their back on you, but the hope that our fans have is the hope that we have. You know, we don't quit. We don't lack faith. We just go out and have hope, and we hope that we can get this thing turned around this next game. Do or die, you know, go and get the job done. There's no more, you know, well, I should have did this or I should have did that. We're just going to go out and play like we played today. Just, you know, hopefully we can put more points on the board.
Is it an odd feeling after the last 5 in a row yet still being in a situation we win next Sunday that you're in the playoffs?
It's very odd, you know. The only thing I can say is God's hand is in this one. You know, we get in the playoffs. It's definitely a blessing being poured down on us from God, and it's time to dig deep, you know, in our hearts and whatever faith we have left and whatever hope we have left, whatever belief we have left. It's time to put that in our mind and go out, you know, 60 minutes and use it, and then let the game control itself. And I think when you get down in the dumps and you're in the valley, there's only one thing you can do is either scream out for help or reach up for help. And you know, God is a forgiving God, and He'll grab your hand, and that's what I believe we can do. And I believe that that's how we'll get in the playoffs. You know, just go out and reach out for help and believe, and that belief is what can get us in there. Is because just got to play mentally tough football, and you know, scoring points and seeing our defense coming around and playing the way they're playing. Now it's really time for us as an offense to get it going.